Oh, I think I'm live. All right. Hello. And we're doing a nice stream for That's Trash and Trash the SEC. Uh, I'm going to be finishing one of my artworks live, and I'm just connecting my phone because I'm doing it on my phone, like a real trash artist. There you go. Perfect. So now that I also have my phone connected, I think I should be able to share my screen from my phone. There you go. And now, let me see if I can share the screen from my phone. Oh, I don't think I can, because that would be the best. Let's remove it for now. Okay. Allow mic and camera. And let's see if I can do this. No camera, mute it. Art, enter studio. Okay. So I can only show, I can screen share my monitor. Okay. If I'm not mistaken, there is a software where I can do AirPlay. So let's share this one. Okay, so Air, I think it's not AirPlay, it's like Air browser software or something. AirPlay from phone to PC. Okay. Oh, there was a specific app called let's ask ChatGPT maybe. I don't even have ChatGPT anymore. Where did it go? Okay. How to AirPlay. No, apparently lonely screen. Okay. Is it free? Personal use, 14 a year. No, limit. Okay. Difficult question, eh? How to do it for free? Because lonely screen I have to pay. We will never know. It's impossible to know. Because here I can definitely not share my screen. Yeah. I might as well leave. Okay. I don't think we're gonna get an answer here. now there's another thing. Is there a free way to do this? Yeah, but loading screen says I have to pay it. Let's try. Okay. So now I should be able to do an AirPlay from my phone. Ah. No way. It works. Let's go. Okay. Okay. So as I was saying, in the cheapest way possible, I'm gonna finish working on this little bad boy. Now, this looks extra small. No, I might as well do this. Okay. I wish there was a way to just have it. Okay. So you guys don't see it, but I'm doing something very cool, actually. Maybe if I make it bigger, there you go. So it's Gary Gensler from the SEC. When you play, it says regulate, FTX. No, it's all good. Terra Luna, no man, to the moon. And then yeah, Binance should come out and he should get the maxi eyes. So let me finish working on this. But I get on the phone, you guys will see this very small, but whatever. We'll work on it. Okay, so the eyes have to appear later. Binance. Oh, Binance was good. So Terra Luna goes down, Binance comes up. As soon as Binance comes up, the mouth stops working. So I have to go in overlay. I have to go here. I have to split here. I have to delete. I have to copy. And again, like fresh start, guys, low effort on my phone using AI, nothing fancy. Binance comes out and he says, ban this shit. Okay, so, okay, so, overlay. Terra Luna goes down, Binance comes up. I have to expand the text regulate. Okay, so, FTX, no. Terra Luna, no. Binance, anticipate yes. Okay, overlay. Oh, we might get some friends soon. All right, actually, let me go on Twitter. I think if there's no way I can look at my Twitter, for example. Okay, so look at that, perfect. It's like this. Alrighty, now let's finish Zoltar. And let's wait for the others. So Binance, yes, and the eyes. We have to animate the eyes. The animations here are not that good, I think. Oh, screen flash. Oh my god, yes. Let's go. Copy this. With the animation, it looks so insane. There you go. Go down. Literally, I love how I'm doing this from my phone. I was at a meeting with Urbe.at earlier, which is this community from Rome, and we were listening to some talks, and I was finishing this work. I showed it to some guys, and everybody loved it. It's so fun. Even people who don't know who Gary Gensler is. What I like about Trash the SEC is that I think it's going to bring so much awareness because there's so many people that actually don't even know, like, at the SEC. I have a developer friend. I showed him this, and I was like, man, do you know the SEC? I mean, like, also we're in Italy, in Europe, so I understand if we don't know the SEC. Like, come on, but still, it's fun. So, to recap, then we'll have to add the audio to this. This is Gensler Zoltar. Let me go full screen. It starts like this, where he goes, regulate, FTX, no man, Terra Luna, no man, to the moon, Binance, oh, the laser eyes, all right, so again, regulate, FTX, no man, it's all good to me, Terra Luna, to the moon, baby, and then Binance, yes, yes. Oh my god, okay, so now here we have to fix the mouth because clearly we don't have the overlay of the chin. Let me pause this. Let me go into overlay. Yes, the chin apparently finishes here. So let me get the chin going here. Probably gonna have to recopy it and repaste it because now we're gonna be doing Coinbase. Very proud of this one. I feel like I'm showcasing that I studied and I did my work here because it's not just a trash can with Gary Gensler. It's literally, it's trash art, but at the same time, I'm like, yeah, but trash art is not only toters and trash cans. Trash art is about low effort art that brings critique and discusses certain topics. And I feel that Zoltar, have you ever seen a Zoltar machine that was not like in a state of trash, like completely dirty, abandoned, destroyed? I mean, I associate the Zoltar machine to trash because in our day and age, it's like trash. You might as well find it in a dumpster. So Gary Gensler as a Zoltar inside this dirty machine, and you go next to it and you go like, hey, regulate. What are you gonna regulate? FTX? No, man, it's so good. Terra Luna to the moon, baby. And then Binance and Coinbase come up, and he's going crazy with the laser eyes, which actually I like how they do this effect here. But then we have to keep it going, I feel. So maybe what happens if I copy it so that it does it 2 times? So it's like, so here we have to add the animation for Binance. So it comes in, yes, and then it needs to come out. Binance, yes. Okay, there the yes disappears. So we have to add here this and this. Tuck. So here goes down, and as well the opacity goes down like this. So Binance, yes, yes, yes. Okay. So maybe the eyes don't stay. Maybe the eyes do go down. Oh, wait a minute. Something ain't right. There you go. So laser eyes. Okay, I have to it here too. Delete this, I guess. Then I just have to copy this. Opa, where did you go? Count down here. Go here. What is this? Okay, it was a mistake. Put it here. And so it repeats. So it's like Binance. Oh my God, yes, yes, yes. So that yes, it's too short for me. I actually want it longer. And maybe we change color. How about that? We change the color from green to red. So it's like, yeah. Oh, wait. So the glow stays green. I just changed the color. So I have to go back, and I actually have to go to effects. I have to go to luminance. No, font, style, glow. There you go. And here we change it to red, like the most evil red you can find. There you go. Yes, there you go. So it's like, no, it's all good, man. Binance, yes. Nice. Okay, so we can shorten this a little bit. So it's like, yes. So Terra Luna, no. Binance, yes. And what is gonna say here? So Terra Luna, no. Binance, yes, baby, yes. Okay. Okay. Now we go to overlay. There should be both of them. I don't understand why. Oh, because this, of course, is a copy of this, which is the same. So I have to copy this one, actually. Okay, I see you. Where can I make the copy? Copy. Bring it here. Bam. Okay. We go and copy the text of the yes. We bring it here. So it's like Binance. Yes. Little pause. We put, oh my God, what happened here? We put the yes here too. So it's yes. Yes. Okay. So now I have to get the Coinbase logo. Oh, what is this? Subscribe. No, thank you. Maybe so it's like, oh, it's free. We're just gonna ask you to pay every 5 minutes for some reason. Okay. So let's look for Coinbase logo. Okay, I like the name, but I actually want the logo as well. Oh, you're not PNG. Like this would be perfect if it was PNG, but it's not. And also looks weird, like the colors are off. Images. Yes, let's go. Save to photos. Overlay, add overlay, photos, Coinbase. Let's go. Add. Okay, so Coinbase, of course, has to be much smaller. Or maybe just better centered like this. Okay, of course, it needs to come out before of the laser eyes, like here. And then we do the same animation as all of them. So like this and like this. And here we move it down. Oh no. Okay, I guess I'm gonna have to stay like this. So here we move it down and we go to the opacity. We bring it to a minimum. We get ourselves zoomed in here in the middle. And we add another key point and we lower the opacity here as well. And so it should be, okay, so we have to go to the text. We have to postpone the yes a little bit. So it's Coinbase, yes. Okay, so Binance, yes, yes, yes. Coinbase, okay, we have to give an animation to the eyes for the exit out. Okay, yes, we like the out animation of the flash as well. Let's see, out, screen flash, okay, so let's see it. Binance, yes, yes, yes. Coinbase, yes, yes, yes. Okay. And then, you know, it would be cool if it ended with a little surprise. I do have a picture of Robness, I think, that I must have taken in London or something like that. So let me go to my albums. Let me go to places. I'm pretty sure I have a picture of Robness from London when we went out and about. All right, let's see if we have a picture here. Oh my God. No. Am I gonna humiliate myself? Probably showing something I shouldn't show. Probably. So next to the London Eye, which I guess is here, we were hanging out next to the London Eye. We're taking a sandwich, and I took a selfie. Remember? Just because there's not a lot of pictures of Rob online that look, you know, specifically cool. Let's see if there's something here. Nah, something here. Nah. Come on, man. I'm sure like hell that I have a picture of Rob sticking his tongue out. For sure. 100%. Apparently don't. All my certainties. Come on. Like here we were doing graffiti. This is so simple. We were in London, we were doing graffiti. But this is, oh, you guys don't know. Rob did a trash can in London under the London Bridge. He also signed it. Checked it out. It's pretty cool. There you go. Caught in the act. Caught in the act doing stencils. This was like a collab with Gary, I think. So yeah, apparently we don't have the picture of Rob doing the weird shit. But I must have it. And I'll tell you why I must have it. Because if I go on object and I search for vandalo.tez, my very first piece of trash art, here it is. This picture, it's airplane, but it's not airplane. How fun. Oh, technology loves me. So technically, this was super cool. Oh, it's not working anymore. Why is it not working anymore? It's so sad. Wait, let me see if I stop mirroring. Oh. Did the free version just like run out? So wait, let me close it. Let me open it back. Maybe it's a thing of a timer. Long screen. go back here. Maybe later. So the problem is with my phone that is still thinking it's screen sharing. So let me put it in airplane mode, maybe. Still screen sharing. Okay, now it stopped. Turn off the airplane. It should connect to the Wi-Fi. Okay, let me just turn off my phone. There you go. Yeah, like I was screen sharing my phone and I was showing you guys the trash can. Well, let me see if I can. I think there's CapCut also for PC. Yeah. There we go. I wonder if I log in, if it finds my work. Oh, I see a friend in here. Hello, hello.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing great. I'm having a little bit of problems. Look at that. There's another guy. I was having a little bit of problems doing the AirPlay from my phone, so I just turned off my phone. But Gensler Zoltar is coming out pretty good, man.
Can we see it all or no? Is
I'm,
that
I'm,
the airplay?
I'm trying,
Oh,
man. Literally,
no.
I was streaming it until a couple minutes ago. Okay, so now it's back on. So thank you so much for being here. It's lovely to see you
Yeah.
finally.
Yeah, glad to be here. And I'm trying to round up Rob and Max. So,
It'll turn out. I was showing some pictures of Rob in London earlier.
oh,
Yeah, because I was trying to find like an original picture of him, just because I like to not take pictures online to do collage art of him. But I guess at the end of the day, we're gonna have to just pick it online. So this is what I was trying to do, no? Let me export what I have so far so I can show you. Or let me see if the thing works again. So lonely screen. Let's see if it works now. Oh yeah, there you go.
so Max said that he couldn't hear us for some reason. That's why he left, but he's messing with his settings and he'll be back.
Yeah, probably something that it has to be connected with his audio system.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's see. There you go. There you go. So this is what I got so far. So it's the Zoltar machine, and inside I did a collage art of Gary Gensler.
Yeah.
And then when you play it, the little thing says regulate, and then FTX comes out and says, no, man, all good. Terra Luna, nah, to the moon, baby. And then Binance comes out, Maxi is yes, regulated. Coinbase, yes, regulated. And then I want to finish it. So I have to, of course, like fix his jaw here. And I was thinking of doing something with like Pepe, trash art. I wanted to put Robin's face and say regulate all of this shit, you know, like regulate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like regulate anything that's like
Yeah.
radical or questioning the status quo.
Yeah, no, it's just like it's funny that like I was reading online, I was doing some research. Like, there's a lot of FTX drama with Gensler, like people doing conspiracy theories, like, oh yeah, because the boss of Gensler, his daughter was the girlfriend of the guy from FTX, and this is why he didn't regulate. And I went down into this rabbit hole and I was like, this is madness.
It is.
Have you seen any of the conspiracy theories?
Yeah, I fall into that whole lot on the internet and I can't help it because so the thing is sometimes I think the connections that they make are like tenuous, but the base facts that conspiracy theorists pull up are still facts.
Yeah.
Like, I like going down conspiracy theory holes because it's like, well, there's still facts in here. The conclusions they may draw from it may not always be right, but like the facts are, and then like can draw whatever conclusion we want from it. Like, I just wish more conspiracy theorists wouldn't go off the deep end and they just be like, here's the facts.
It's like,
You
you know,
decide.
if we put on a chart, it's like, here's the facts.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like, and then it just goes down. Well,
Yeah.
this is
But
also
that's
what's fun
why,
about conspiracy theories, you know?
but I mean, like, I sometimes can get paranoid in conspiracy theory, but that's why also I like it, is because I feel like I'm getting the news, but it's more entertaining.
It's more entertaining, yeah. There's more drama. It's more spicy, you know. You
Yeah.
go like, I mean, to be honest, I'm pretty sure that when you turn on, like, if you want to get something spicy, I think you can like turn on any like American right-wing channel, and I believe that
Yeah.
shit is like extra spicy, you know.
Yeah.
It's so controversial.
It's so
But
spicy.
yeah. I wanted to ask you. I keep seeing your AI glitch works, and I wanted to ask you, what are you using? Is it like a stable diffusion or something?
Well, I am using Stable Diffusion now. I was just using Midjourney and Photomosh because I wanted to like figure out, so to just like backtracking, because like the first stuff that like Robin them did that was like trash art, it was about like using Photomosh over the toter.
Yes.
And so like over the last like year and a half, I've been like, I want to like take Photomosh, but like make it like look like high effort art. Like that's been, because like the whole idea of my name, my art name is like elevating trash, but then also like de-elevating like emphasis of like de-elevating royalty. But so I was like, well, I'm gonna take this app that people just think is trash and I'm gonna try to like make the best art I can from it. And then so what I do is just like in Midjourney, I get up a thing, get up an image, and then I just make a bunch of variations of it, and then I layer them together in a GIF, and then I pull that into Photoshop and mess with it.
Oh,
But
okay.
now I'm using Stable Diffusion because Purr's Beats taught me like a whole bunch of Stable Diffusion to be able to generate variations faster.
Nice.
So that's
So it's so the thing was like you were like creating GIFs where you were making different variations and you were gifting them together. But it looked like, oh, even the older ones, they looked so smooth. Like, how many variations were you using?
30 to 50, and then like a 1 second loop, and then I loop that loop in Photoshop to like make it like a little bit longer and then put the effects on that.
I like what you
But
said earlier about like using tools that people consider like trash, like for example Photomosh, but trying to make low effort but still like good impact art, you know?
it
Uh,
is still a low effort, like, because it's like, I mean, comparatively, like how long animation usually takes, like I can, once I have an image I want to like, I know can like, because there's certain aspects of an image that look good when you like do that process. And once I have that, then I can like, I don't know, make something really fast because I have all the presets set and everything. So
yeah,
it's like it still adheres to trash art ethos of like this is really fast to make, but
like
it
do you
looks,
think that this philosophy of like using cheap tools that are considered trash is like is a higher level of importance than the visual of the trash, you know? Because I think that that's something that it's been very limiting for the trash art movement for a while because it's been like, let's do a trash art event. Oh, I have to use a folder. I have to use a trash can image. But
yeah.
the reason I decided to do the Zoltar thing, I was like, it doesn't have to be a trash can. Like, it's still, yeah, right. And also the aesthetic of the Zoltar machine I was saying earlier in the stream. Have you ever seen a Zoltar machine that is not like in a dumpster, in a trash can, or in general is not being devastated or is in good conditions?
One place I've seen it in good condition. Hi Rob.
Hello,
I don't know.
hello.
One place I've seen a Zoltar machine in good condition, and it's the Pinball Museum in San Francisco on Pier, down by the piers. And they
Really?
have like all these vintage machines in there that are like dope as fuck. And that's the only place I've seen a Zoltar machine in good condition.
my imagery of the Zoltar machine is from the movie Big, where
Yeah.
it's literally trashed. It's like devastated, you know. So wait, let
That's
me.
that's how I remember the Zoltar machine, to be honest.
Yeah.
Either that or the one in Venice Beach that's always been there. But those are the only two that I really know of.
Wait. I just Rob. I was having a
Fuck
problem.
the SEC, man.
There you go. There you go. That's what I wanted.
I'm serious, man. Fuck that bald-headed freak, dude.
But you just got a job there.
Officer Warhala. Oh yeah. Oh no, they're a great institution. They pay very well.
They pay very well. Nice. Here, you just solved an issue for me, Rob, because I was trying to find an original picture of you to put in the Zoltar machine. We just got it. Caught it okay.
Or is that action? Always the diagonal bird. I don't know. Like I never do the angry like grandma bird, you know, or that's like that. That's the more effective bird. Like
we're gonna put the Zoltar machine now. I just sent it to me on Telegram. Here you go, saved images. There you go, save image. I wonder if I can remove the background. So yeah, we're gonna have the Zoltar machine essentially decide to regulate you and ban you. Have you seen what we were doing?
No, I've been watching like the last 20 minutes. Saw you messing around. I saw the piece though. Hilarious.
Yeah. Now you're about to be regulated.
Regulators.
So we go back.
No, we need some. Should I play some Warren G again?
Go ahead, man. Oh, I've seen that you were like going full into the music thing. When are we gonna have like a trash art or just in general like concert going on, man, here in LA? Or have you been doing a bunch and we just don't know about them?
Oh, I'm kind of just in the lab experimenting. I got this like gnarly MIDI guitar, and I just like jumped into an entire new world. Let me see if I'll pull it up really quick. This guy, I already showed Empress because on DMs I'm bothering her. I'm like, oh my god, this thing is
it's
like
so cool.
Oh, I saw the tweet about that. Yeah.
So this thing. All right, so there's a bunch of ways to plug it in. Like you could go 1/4 inch out into an actual amplifier, which is like ridiculous. But on the side, it's got the old Casio keyboard effects, right? So like you can turn this thing on, and actually it has a speaker like right here, right? So you play all these like cheesy ass sounds, right? Here's an E chord, dude. It's like, how ridiculous is that? It sounds like a video game. Shamisen.
Oh, it's like
that one's my favorite because it reminds me of Animal Crossing, any KK Slider music.
Yeah, it's like all those like old sounds you can kind of like remember.
Yeah.
And you got to be like really careful with this thing because there's only like nylon strings. There's no steel strings, and like it's using MIDI sensors and computer sensors on here. So if I hit the wrong string, it no matter if I block the strings, it still sounds out. So it's really weird. But yeah, this thing's a trip. But I've been having fun with that. But yeah, I don't know, man. The only reason why is because the guitar world's so boring. You go to like the guitar shops and it's like same pedals over and over ever since the 80s and stuff. But anyways,
I think we have a end to the story here because I need to figure out how to close the story. And what we're gonna do that you pop up at the end, and he's just gonna say 404 regulate not found. Let's do this.
Oh, that's good.
Nice.
That's good.
Yeah, I'm trying to get used to having my like imagery CC02, where I can just get used to my face being thrown on random things. Like I think the first test was when you threw me on the chimpanzee.
Yeah. I was showing.
That was the first test. I was like, oh, okay. But then I'm like, okay, I gotta live with that. I gotta live with it, but it's good though. It's closer to me getting used to like people remixing my face, which is funny, you know.
But you know what? It's the glasses, man. Which, by the way, are the same glasses from this picture, if you notice.
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. I have two different kinds. I got one in blue and black. These, yeah, depends. I think it might be these are like my regulars, man.
Yeah, it's just because I really feel that with the glasses, it becomes less personal than without, and it's really just like more mimetic. You know, it's almost like the mask.
Yeah. I'm trying to reenact it.
Yeah, this was a blast.
You're getting close. You're close.
So one thing that I wanted to do, so beyond just the Zoltar thing, is I wanted to go and check live on Object.
Yeah.
Yeah, some trash that is going on. I saved some TES and I wanted to do some collective shopping. Oh, look at this. Is this Rob? All of this minting? I have like 13 notifications.
Yeah, I minted. I had to mint the NFT compliance officer for sure.
I thinking.
Realized I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was thinking of taking your rejected stamp and putting it over that picture of the compliance officer.
Yeah, just do a reversal.
Yeah.
Why not?
Like reject your.
Yeah, I minted the stamp. I minted the stamp too. I said, "Fuck it," you know.
Yeah.
I said, if people want to take the PNG and use it, go ahead. So I'm having fun with it.
All right, let me send some TES to my Trash Shard wallet and let's start shopping some stuff, man. So is the hashtag going actually? Can we check directly on?
On the Twitter. Yeah, the hashtag's pretty strong right now. Trashy SEC. Yeah.
So let's get it up here. Because I was seeing that people couldn't control themselves. A lot of people have been like minting even days before.
That always happens. It's like the time on our tradition.
Yeah, I think that's like protocol now. It's like, I can't wait for the day. Mint now. Like. Well, I mean, truth be told, I didn't think anybody was going to make anything. I thought it was going to be myself, Empress. Well, I knew probably you were going to do something Vandal, but I don't even know who's in the space anymore. It's like it's a wasteland a little bit.
One thing that I want to say is, man, the thing that I'm seeing is you remember last time that we did a big TED's Trash event? I believe it was the professor that did this account, which objective was to ban trash. You know, you remember?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I feel like you're sort of like following on the role and being like, we need an antagonist during the Trash Art events. It's like a formula almost, you know?
Yeah, it was funny because it's funny. Like after it popped up in my head, to be honest, but that was after I thought of the idea to begin with, because like it was last night, and to be honest, like I didn't know what to make. Like I made one piece, and then I was trying to figure out, I'm like, oh, what am I trying to do? And I was trying to make some work, and I was like, this is crap, and I'm like, toss it away. And then I just kept thinking, smoked a little bit of weed, and I was like sitting here, and I'm like, damn, like what am I gonna do? And then I just thought of like being a compliance officer, and then like I just thought of the stamp. I kept thinking about the Securities Exchange, the SEC logo, and the stamp, and then it just clicked, and then I just started laughing, and then I told Empress last night, I was like, oh my god, like this is the idea, and that was that, But yeah, I mean, I remember. Yeah, I don't know. Was it Professor, or did we ever find out who that person was?
Yeah, it was Professor.
I doxed him by mistake in an interview because I asked him to speak about Trashar, and then I told him about the account that was trying to ban trash. Yeah. And he thought that I was trying to dox him, and in reality, I didn't know it was him. I just wanted to chat about it, and he doxed himself, and he was like, "Yeah, man, yeah, that's me." I was like, "What do you mean it's you?" And he was like,
"Yeah, that was a funny move, man. I give Professor props on that one. No, that was funny."
I'm looking at this beautiful open edition by Woman.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Snagging this for sure.
Yeah.
Supporting. I recently saw that she was in the curation of this guy that I met in Lisbon, Monogramma, and the guy is amazing. I think you guys are familiar with him. I met him for the first time in Lisbon, and I was going through like his the artist he's collaborating with, and I saw a bunch of names that were like all from the community, all people that have been following for such a long time. And I was like, this guy is amazing. Like, you know
Yeah.
when you find like those collectors and you go like, he's a good connoisseur. You know, like he knows his shit. Yeah. Highly
Yeah,
really
he's been around for as long as I've been here. I know that because I met him early on. And I pointed him in the direction of a lot of dope people at that point. And I've been enjoying watching everything grow with that project. It's really cool.
I'm not too familiar. I said Monogramma?
They
Ah,
like
Tezos
Tell him
Collector?
about it. Tell him.
it's like a super rare space, and it's like a lot of it, like a lot of the artists are from marginalized populations, and then a lot of times like a portion of the sales goes to some sort of social action thing.
Yeah.
But they early on, I know it was like each person got assigned a letter, and then they were supposed to make like a monogram art from that letter. I don't know how it's developed from there though, if they're still doing that, but that was like the original like idea behind it. I haven't followed it too close since then, but like Wonder Mundo's done art with them, Woman, Amadon works with them. So it's like, I don't know.
I think I've seen the logo, I think possibly or whatever, but yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, also Colby did a piece with him.
Yeah.
I chatted with him. Now I think his name is like Herb, right? Without the H.
Sure. Yeah.
I really like his vision. Like he was speaking with Eduard Zipko from Super Chief, and he was trying to tell him like he was sure. So one thing that I really loved that he said is like we sent these iPhones and these other tools to create content. I believe it was in South America, or if it was not South America, it was probably another country. And they taught them how to create content, and he was receiving content from the natives in South America. They were going to their, like sacred places, but it didn't look like a photo shoot. They were just like taking pictures of each other, celebrating, going to their like special places, special moments. And I remember the ad from Super Chief. Also, like the logo of Super Chief is technically like a skull, but it also has the feathers, like the Indian. So it's also very tribal.
Yeah, it looks like one of those like dream catchers. Yeah.
Yeah.
Almost. Yeah.
I see that there's a lot of people doing open editions. Like it wasn't that common last time. I think it's just because now it's more accessible as a technology, right?
Well, yeah, I don't know if there was even open editions on Tezos last time, but people would mint like high editions before. Like essentially doing 10,000 on object is saying like it's an open edition, but what we would have to do is burn it after. Now we don't have to burn it after. It's just like here's a timed open edition, and I think a lot of people like that. I like it because I used to do it where it'd be like a huge edition, and then I'd be like, it's open for this amount of time, and then burn unsold. Just less steps.
Yeah, I mean, I wish there was an automatic burn feature. You know, you can set the timer, and then because usually I just have to wait till it's done, and then I burn everything. But it'd be nice to just have it all done in one shot.
Well, if you start a new contract, they have a new version of a contract where you can do an open edition where it just like it mints as people buy it.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But I get what you mean. I think Versum had an auto burn feature. I don't even know if they're still around.
Yeah, it'd be nice to check, huh? See, yep. It's not compliant. You see that? Not compliant.
Yeah.
We can't let it happen, Vandalo. We can't.
Yeah, you need to start non-complianting the platforms now.
Yeah. I'm gonna knock on Super Air's door. I'm knocking on Foundation's door. I'm in LA. It's the Foundation should be around here somewhere, huh? Throw a rock somewhere. Foundation's apartment. I'm just kidding.
It's just a guy in an apartment in West Hollywood. What's up? What's up? Okay, I'll be right back. She has to go outside.
Yeah, I saw you tried to also get here Vincent Van Gogh with the dino. Yeah.
Yeah, I've been having a good time.
What's this? Oh my God! Also him.
I mean, this is all illegal activity going on. You
100%.
can't have this happening.
You should like make a soulbound token of this non-compliant NFT and like send it to their wallets. You know.
Yeah.
But like, is it possible to see on object the hashtag of trash the SEC?
Yeah, I mean the test trash and the trash the SEC
There you go.
tags are kind of
Hey,
almost the same. I released a couple one-of-ones too.
sit down.
Oh, look at this.
Yeah,
Fed now 24 payment. Fuck CBDCs. Nice.
yeah. I'm glad some of the CBD stuff came in. Nice.
I really actually enjoy like so many people give artists like so little credit how we don't understand financial institutions, but then actually reading through a lot of the art's descriptions, I'm like, everyone's so smart on this stuff.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. Well, that's interesting because I think that's another huge thing about crypto though, and I think something that scares the living bejesus out of anybody that's at like the supposed top, right? That's like trying to hold on to whatever power they think they have is now like every time someone comes into crypto, like their financial literacy, it's just like totally they understand what the thing is now. After you can make it, you can create your own, and you start messing with the very fabric of what currency is. It's just like a type of energy, right? But like once you start understanding that, then you're like, oh, so that's what these motherfuckers are doing over here. Like it's like totally clear as day. It's like, and then you realize how childish they are because it's not that big of a deal, you know? Yeah, they talk like most of these like guys that go to like, the economic forums and all this shit, and they wear a suit and tie and then talking about they're using, a bunch of word salad. All they're doing, they're just a bunch of gamblers, moving stocks around and buying this stock and that stock. And then people are asking them how they're going to save the world,
Yeah.
And so I know, I think it's awesome, but it's like
the same energy as like people doing PFP stuff. And then we're like, well, what are you going to do with that money? Like, how are you going to help people? And they're just like, we're degens. Like, we're not going to help anybody. Sorry.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. So yeah, you're right. So it's like what's the utility question?
Yeah.
It's like the person in the World Economic Forum in the audience going, what is this going to do for the good of humanity? And some dude's wearing an ape head instead. He's like, well, I don't know. We'll get around to it. Some dude wearing a moonbird hat. Well, give us 6 months to figure out the utility. Yeah.
6 months you can flood us.
Yeah, I mean everybody's getting hip to it, and I think the effects of that for the next half century are going to be immense. I mean, granted, well, it's just going to be better because, like, I mean, you can't stop dumb people from doing dumb things, right? Mm-hmm. But I'd rather have like 1 million dumb people doing dumb things than like only a select few trying to control the rest of the dumb people. Like that's it's just shitty. Like, you know what I mean? It's just like, I'd rather just distribute that. Why not? And everybody can be at least can live,
Well, and then too, like dumb people, it's like if they're in a system that's forcibly making them dumb, like it's not even giving them a chance to like self-actualize or like realize certain things or grow as a person. And it's like, to me, like giving people the freedom to like fuck up is like the number one thing to like for humanity to grow. Because if you constantly are just trying to control and protect people and then they're completely oblivious to like the bad shit, how they're even being manipulated, it's being in an abusive relationship, like period, like but on a mass sociological scale. And it's like that's not cool. That's not cool for the people involved, and it's not cool for like humanity as a whole. So
Oh, this piece is really cool too, by the way.
yeah, it is. I got
Yeah,
that one.
I just shopped it.
Yeah.
I'm trying, who's this guy? Y Griega. I don't know him.
Yeah,
He is amazing. He's an artist here in Mexico. I've hung out with him a couple times, but he is a really dope artist.
What's his Instagram at? With his Twitter.
White Griga MX.
Oh,
That one, yeah.
Yeah. It's amazing. Let's see if he tweeted about it. There you go. Wonderful.
Yeah, he's like a really great like glitch trashy in that intersection of stuff. He lives like a couple hours outside of Mexico City, but he comes here for like events sometimes. So
yeah, I like the vibe of that one. It's good.
Yeah.
Empress, do you know if they're doing a non-NFT summit this year again?
I keep bugging them. They haven't given me yes or no.
They should. It looks amazing from the pictures. I was so sad I missed it.
Yeah, that's Neuro and Mohara. Like they're the ones who organized that. And I keep being like, I'll help, but I don't want to come in as a white girl and be like, I'm just gonna like throw this event, I'm gonna take over it. Like I'm still want them to like do it. But they don't know yet because it was a lot of work and a lot of money. And they said they may make it every other year, but they're still deciding for this year because so many people want it to happen. So
when I saw these pictures, where is it? There's like a picture of so here they were doing video mapping, but like this is normal. There you go. Like there's video mapping is crazy. Here it is. Like,
yeah, it was really cool.
Oh no, wait, go back. This is
it was a great event.
It
was really good vibes and just a great experience, to be honest.
Look at this. What the fuck is this?
Yeah, that was really cool.
This is insane. I love video mapping. Like you saw what I did in Naples in the Bourbon Tunnel, but like, what the fuck is this? This is incredible work. I don't know who was in charge of this, but like props to them.
I mean, whoever did the stage and all that was great. Yeah.
It was great.
This room was amazing too. The
trash room.
Where is it? Let's see. There you go. This. When I saw this on the Instagram stories, like, wow.
So that had a toter in the middle of it, and then everyone got to like go draw and blacklight stuff.
Yeah,
it was really cool.
And they finally like dumped me in there, so I climbed in that thing. Someone's got a couple pictures of it. I don't know.
No, No, Theo. It was someone else that Theo put in the toter that he minted that on Bitcoin.
Yeah,
but I really want it again. And then if they don't have it this year, I'm just going to tell everyone to come to Mexico City anyway.
Just come.
Yeah, just come and we'll just go drinking. Like, I don't care. But I love Mexico City a lot. And I want people to come here. And it's dope.
Wait, this is not for sale? What's going on here? There's like 1,000 editions.
Yeah.
But I can't buy it. I think you haven't listed.
Oh. Well, maybe let's. I'm so bad when it comes to Tezos, man. Like sometimes I'm like putting up the piece. I'm like, yeah. Like, yeah. I hope everybody likes this. And I'm like, I don't know. I guess I haven't really had any pieces picked up. And then I look. I'm like, motherfucker. Like, I didn't list it, you know. And then you think you have that thing where you mint it, and then like you let it go for so long, you feel like it's already dead in the water because you didn't open it up for about an hour. You know what I mean? When you mint something, you know it's fresh, so it's like, okay, you know, everybody collect, and then when it's like not an hour into it, you're like, oh shit. Let me see. I'll fix that. And actually, I'm not gonna even.
Also, one question: does Photomosh also mosh videos or only photos? It's
Yeah,
Photomosh,
videos too.
the pro version, so you have to pay for it, right? Or in the free version?
I don't know. I have the pro version, so I don't know. I just got the pro version because you just pay once and then you have
I
it.
remember I did pay for the pro version, but then I lost my keys.
You should have inscribed it on a metal rod and put it in your safe deposit box.
And,
Is
and
that
also,
is that the Ordinals slogan? Should have inscribed it.
and also, like, I go to Photomosh, but it doesn't let me log in. Like, it just tells me buy it or subscribe, but it doesn't
Yeah.
let me log in, you know? So if I have one, how do I log in?
Why don't you could reach out to them. They're a small team, right?
Yeah.
They're nice people. They know Trash Art. They know Rob. Like
Yeah.
they
Yeah,
even
Rob-
have Rob on their website, I think.
Yeah, I was about to say you're like one of the
Oh,
hosts of
they
that.
do?
Yes,
Wait,
yes.
what?
Yeah. Photomosh, there's literally the reviews.
I thought the Photomosh website just had the Mosh thing. That was it. There's a.
No, there's like when you upgrade to pro.
No, here, look, if you go down, reviews, customer testimonials, Robness.
Oh yeah.
As my own personal visual effect mixer, Photomosh Pro keeps expanding the ability to stack and rearrange effects and gives it an X factor of infinite visual experimentation.
Okay. Yeah, it's probably something they asked me way back in the day, and that's funny.
It's through
Why now?
Gumroad. So I have to access through Gumroad, that's how. I think. Yeah, like you log in here.
What's up, babe? What's up?
Well, happy Test Trash Day, everybody.
Happy Test Trash. Thanks for
Test
Another-
Trash Solstice.
another wonderful Test Trash. I think this is technically the fourth, but I'm saying it's the third because Test Trash 1 was like a 2.5
Ah,
in my
This
mind.
the beta.
What are you? What? Come on.
So how do you guys like the fact that since we're talking about the SEC and all that, how do you guys like the fact that right when they start suing Binance and Coinbase, every single asset under management firm signs up for Bitcoin spot ETFs and shit? Like,
Yeah,
I'm not a finance pro or anything like by any all means, but I know fuckery when I see it, and that's it. Bottom line, like,
absolutely.
oh look, me manage $16 trillion. Let's finally apply. Like, dude, it's like they really think we're all that stupid about that shit, you know? But
Is
I don't
this like the mini Bitcoin bull run that is going on?
Yeah. The only reason why that's happening is because now, well, see, here's the thing. I wish, and anybody that's saying this shit, I wish y'all wouldn't sell your Bitcoin back into USD every time you hear a news article, because that's what they're doing to. Okay, here's the thing. It's like, okay, if I was the head of BlackRock, right? Put it this way. And, I mean, you're managing $16 trillion, right? I'm sure you have some connections, right? So here's the thing. I manage BlackRock, and I'm the head of it. What is this? What's his name? The Italian guy. What's his? He's got the Italian last name. Whatever. Ray DeLeo, right? Anyways, he's like, you know, what do you do? You call up all the news outlets and this and that right before you make any moves, and you all of a sudden you say, okay, now we're gonna do this. We're gonna start buying the Bitcoin. We're gonna start signing up for all this and that, and then boom, media blitz. They send it all out. They spook all the people in the cryptocurrency field because they feel like now they don't have any money because, oh, well, Gary Gensler is suing Binance and Coinbase. So they're making all these moves, and then they scare you to sell your shit back into the crappiest currency on the planet right now. And then And then they come in, they swoop you at like 25K. That's what happened. I knew it when that shit went down like that. I said, just wait. I knew these guys are going to kind of move in and start buying everything. And so at 25K, and then all of a sudden, Gary Gensler got really quiet. You haven't heard him say a freaking thing the last 3 days. You guys haven't noticed. He hasn't said shit. And now all of a sudden, Bitcoin's what, not 29,000? I wonder who's buying. It's like, but you know, I'm just glad to buy it. $200 though. Those fuckers can buy it at 29,000. I don't give a shit. You know.
Well, that's the thing. And so if we're going to talk about regulatory stuff and whatever, it's like the SEC was originally designed to protect us from this type of thing. It's like the whole point was it was created after the huge stock market crash that caused the Great Depression, and to prevent monopolizing markets, which caused the crash in the first place. And for that, it's now 100 years later, and now that institution is just like as corrupt as what it was intended to stand up against.
Yeah.
And that is the core issue with it all for me. And also, like, I was thinking today, I'm like, why do we have so many institutions and policies and dogma that we still follow that was created before electricity was even like a thing? Like I was, I'm like, why? Like, they didn't even conceptualize a light bulb, and yet we're like going off of these old things that like they had no clue what we were dealing with in the present. And it's just like, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's fucking wild to me.
Yeah. Well, you know, I mean, it's funny too, because it's like you have that, and then you got all the AI stuff going on, and you got, you got Sam Altman and, speaking in front of Congress and stuff and talking about, how they're going to manage AI and stuff like that. And then, but it goes on to like, the government does not have the speed to catch up with any of this stuff anymore.
No.
And it's going to get to the point where it's like, I mean, what are they going to do? I mean, there's no human on the planet that's going to be able to like completely govern artificial intelligence advancement. You know what I mean? Like, good luck. Like, you're basically taking the Ford Model T and trying to drive on NASCAR. It ain't going to happen. You know what I mean? It's like, forget it. So, yeah, so it's going to be, I mean, I'm all for watching it. I just don't know. I just feel bad for the government bodies trying to even think they can rope their heads around this. It's not going to happen. And like the crypto thing, it's like crypto and AI can kind of merge, in a way. And almost there is kind of like a convergence going on with that. So, all that stuff, they're going to have to handle that. And I just don't think they have a fighting chance. I mean, they're going to try right now because it's still relatively new, but I mean, in the future, it's just forget about it. I don't know. It's just weird,
It's all weird.
Sorry, guys, if I muted myself, I'm just doing the voice effect for the Zoltar thing.
Oh yeah. No, you gotta finish the piece, Yeah. So, I haven't even. Hold on, I'm gonna confirm that. Error not found. What?
Were they all bought?
No, I have 1,000 of them. So, I don't know. My Temple Wallet thing always flubs up. I don't know what the deal is.
I use Kukai. I don't like Temple.
I use Kukai too. I find myself pretty good with it. I love that I have multiple wallets. I can manage them through all the same interface.
Yeah.
So.
Chill, babe. Chill. He's just in the hall. He's just in the hall.
Is that glitch?
Yeah. Anytime someone's out in the hall, she like does this like whiny like like, Mom, watch out.
Yeah.
Someone out there. Because she doesn't bark unless someone's like right. There's like levels of her like alerting. So like the whiny like and then if they're like within like 10 feet of the door, which people don't, I'm at the end of the hall and people don't come down here. So if someone does, like, it's a huge bark and it's like one loud bark. And then if like they come to the door, then she's like freaking out.
Yeah. I'm from like total irate to semi, and then just like, I need to go take a piss or something.
Yeah. Yeah, it's cute.
Yeah.
The whininess, it gets annoying sometimes, like the whine alert, but most of the time it's
So
fine.
you have a dog called Glitch?
Yeah, it's a Rottweiler Pitbull mix. She's like a small Rottweiler. And I named her Glitch because when I got her, like I went to the pound and they had like a doggy matchmaker and she was the first one that they brought out. Because I was like, I have a crazy ex and I want a dog that looks scary but is actually sweet. And she came out and I was like, yep, this is her. But when I went to like get her, like I don't know how to say like adopt her, check out the dog. They actually couldn't find her information in the computer. They had to pull out her physical paper file and re-enter everything into the computer. And I'm like, oh, you're a glitch. And then I'm like, wait, you're glitch.
Oh, that's cool. Right
Yeah.
on. The name came about.
Mm-hmm.
Right on.
Yeah.
I still can't buy this non-NFT compliant NFT, man. What's going on here?
I know. It's
Oh, there you go. Buy now. There you go.
Good thing there's right click save.
people are calling me a boomer now because I'm trying to make NFTs compliant. That hurts, man. I'm just trying to make the space safe.
Safe for the children.
You gotta be compliant. I'm gonna use that word a lot more in normal conversations. Just start going to crypto places, just crypto events, and like in normal speak, just using the word compliant. Yeah, this venue is really compliant with standards. It's really nice.
Anytime someone shows you a PFP, be like, well, is it compliant?
Is it MC compliant?
What's the
You know what I
compliance
wanted to do?
with
I wanted to
this?
put those as stickers, and go around. And maybe just go on the screens and just put the sticker.
Oh my god, I want these as stickers so bad.
Yeah. I have a feeling though, if I submitted that to like the sticker, whatever the sticker guy or whatever sticker company, man, like, no,
the sticker authority,
yeah,
the U.S.
they're like,
and
are these stickers compliant? I'm like, oh, they got me. Gary Gensler Sticker Emporium.
That's how they get you.
Yeah.
When you try to like get the stickers.
Yeah, well, I mean, maybe if I had changed the name though, because I was thinking like the U.S. Insecurities and something exchange, I know I could use insecurities, and then I don't know. I wanted to switch exchange, but I just didn't know any words that rhymed with exchange that were like kind of clever, but I just couldn't think of it at the time.
Insecurities and I don't know.
Yeah, it's got to sound like exchange or something. You know what I mean? Like something that sounds similar to that. Decommission, like insecurities and something decommission. I don't know. But
I like exchange. The only word I can think of is strange.
it's just the Strange Commission. I actually kind of like that. That's a good band name, actually.
Insecurities and Strange Commission.
All right, whoever's watching this feed, I swear, if you use that, the NFT compliance is coming after you. Officer Warhol is coming after you. Well, that's a good name, actually.
I think that's like my life motto. I'm the insecurity and insecure strange commission.
There you go. That's
right here.
Yeah. A new profile name for like a week.
Yes. Wait. Let's put this up. Insecure.
No, this is pretty good. Actually, we should actually make an emblem for that. That's pretty damn good. Okay. I'm gonna pull a Norm Macdonald right now. Hold on. Sure. Note to self: make emblem of Insecurities and Strange Commission as band name. I don't know.
I love Norm Macdonald so much. That was close. I mean, not exact, but it was a close.
I don't know how to do the Norm voice yet. It's like weird. He kind of like talks like this. Kind of in that range. I don't know. It's kind of interesting, Yeah, Sorry, I'm not going to go any further with it. But oh, there you go. The Insecure and Strange Commission. Nice.
Almost done.
Yeah, we just got to get an emblem made. I don't even know. Like instead of the bird, I don't know. Instead of the eagle.
Some cooked poultry, It's like
Yeah.
A chicken? I don't know. A
Cracked out moonbird. I don't know.
Cracked out
Like a moonbird looking to I don't know.
Insecure Strange Commission. What's something that inspires like insecurity? What's an insecure animal? What's an insecure animal? Think about it. What's an insecure animal? What's an animal that you look at it and you're like, this guy sucks?
For one, you have to kind of like jump into them and be like, jump into their psyche, which is like impossible. But if we were to like observe as a human as some animal that looks scared all the time, what would that be like? Well, I mean, they say a deer in headlights, but deers don't look like they're really scared. They're just they just turn really quick,
Yeah. I don't know why I'm feeling an iguana for some reason, just like a weird, floppy, wide-eyed iguana or something like that. Or
it does have eyes on the side, right? But I mean, this is hearsay, but they say that with the eyes on the side are because they're like predators are, they look that way, and prey they're always got to look around. So there you go. So I'd say the eyes on the side would be number one, but
rabbits are fearful, but I don't know if they're insecure, but they're like always afraid and on alert.
They kind of have that look of like kind of like what you're looking at, like I'm minding my own business. Why are you mind your own business kind of look? But you can't tell their eyes are completely black though.
Yeah,
they got that interesting. It's interesting when you see like eyes that are completely like black. You can't. It's hard to pick up the vibe. Like what was it? It was that so funny going back in time like that. Limp Bizkit, like the guitarist, like Wes Borland, he had like those eyes that were all black. He would always put them in, and they looked freaky, man. That was actually kind of cool looking when they're all black. You couldn't tell where he was looking.
I like that.
Yeah.
I also like his solo album.
Never heard it.
Big Dumb Face. Oh my gosh.
That's right. I heard about back in the Big Dumb Face.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not a huge Limp Bizkit fan, but like his solo album is so weird.
Yeah.
And so out there.
You're a fan. No, I'm just kidding. I'll just play it. But
it's not Limp Bizkit. It's him being weird, which is not Limp Bizkit.
Guys, I have to go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. I'll leave you alone for a second. Don't do anything dangerous, right?
I guess Max never figured out his mic situation.
Yeah, finally.
I just got finally paid from Sotheby's.
Oh, there you go. Congrats.
That was the notification. I was just checking.
They're like, the money is on the way. Well, congratulations.
It's been a week of arguing with them because they were trying to send it via a wire transfer my bank won't accept. And I'm just like, then they were like, we're going to send you a paper check. And I was like, no, you're not. Because there's literally hundreds of other ways for you to send me this money besides a paper check. And it's just like, just because the one way you did it, like, that's not going to work. Sorry.
Why were they rejecting it? Was it because it's from outside the United States or something? Or they're in the U.S., but I don't know.
There's I guess two different types of wire transfer, and there's ACH, which is automatic clearinghouse, and then there's direct wire transfer, and they were trying to do the direct wire transfer, and I'm just like, but everywhere else I've ever gotten a wire transfer from does ACH, and it's never not worked. You're the only people that it's not worked for, ever. And so it was a back and forth, but eventually they're like, oh, we figured out how to send you the money. It's like, great. You've been in business for 200 years. I'm glad you can figure out how to send me money.
They can sell $100 million pieces, and they're like, we just figured out how to send money. No problem.
Well, and I was thinking too, I was being really bitchy and annoying. and how aggravating it has to be for them because they deal with these huge transactions all the time. And then there's this person who just needs like $3,000 from them who's like taking up all this bandwidth and being like so difficult. And it's like, that's gotta be the most annoying thing for them. It's like in comparison of like someone harassing me for $1 constantly. And it's just
yeah, they got like their own like, I don't know, division or something. It's just like just wait in line kind of queue, and it's like you're in the queue, you know.
Yeah, but I'm being annoying the whole time. I'm in the queue.
I mean, there is a thing to be like you know, the squeaky wheel.
Yeah. Well, that's how change happens. So I remember like, so this morning, like someone I saw, and I don't know if it was a subtweet at me. I don't take anything as a subtweet because I'm just like, if people don't say things directly, I'm not like gonna even entertain that it's about me because that's how I keep my sanity. But someone was like, oh, like, you know, talking about the positive changes in Web3 is like how we're gonna like make changes, not by, you know, mocking figureheads and stuff like, you know, and like officials and policymakers. And I'm like, no, like if a policymaker is making policy that's like detrimental to us, like it's the First Amendment right to like mock them. That's the whole point of it. And that's how change happens.
Yeah,
and
it's like, piss off Gary. He's gonna help us be compliant. It's like, shut the fuck up, you pleb. I mean, I hate to say it, like y'all, like you are not early Bitcoin material. Like you would never even think to use this stuff back in the day if you were considered that you might even possibly be breaking the law. Don't even have the guts to do it, pretty much. Like anybody that says anything like we need to be more compliant, it's like, yeah, okay. It's like you're just trying to protect your bags, which is like fun. It's like self.
Well, and then I think too, like some people, because some people like me, I'm like mass adoption. When I say it, I mean I want the world to mass adopt the ideals of crypto and the technology, like both together. But then I think some people say mass adoption and they're like, we want like the technology, but we want the old ideals with it. And it's just like, that's not, like you can't have the old ideals with this technology because that's how you get like severe surveillance fascist state.
Yeah, well, that's the thing about the whole. I mean, like you know, even in the space, sometimes I just start laughing when someone says like, "Oh, you know, the non-anonymity is great for everything." It's like no, it's like being anonymous was the reason why they couldn't take the network down. From period. Like I don't care. I don't care what anybody says. Like the fact that it was anonymous peer-to-peer transactions, that is the number one reason why they couldn't take Bitcoin down from the beginning, because they could have easily just coerced anybody like else that was a figurehead of it, right?
Yeah.
And when I hear that kind of stuff, it's just like I'm like, okay, Web 2.0 person's talking now. That's it. I mean, I literally I just have to write them off. Period. Like I just can't hear it because I mean, just watching it grow ever since. Like I mean, I got in at 2014, so like that's still
you're way smarter than me on it, or wiser, or both.
I mean, okay, here's the thing. I'm not really too like smart on blockchain stuff, honestly, honest to God. Like the only thing I can really contribute, honestly, to anybody else in the future is the fact that like I saw a lot of events play out from 2014 on, you know, it's just me living it. That's one thing I know in my heart that I have. But as far as like the blockchain, like technology and being a coder and knowing the innards of it, I don't even want to pretend like I know how to like open up and start messing with the engine and stuff. But I do know the core principles of it. But another thing though is like, you know, it's also like how humans are, you know, really like you know, when you're using Bitcoin and stuff, it's like, yeah, okay, so humans are corruptible. And so, you know, if you have a figurehead at something, it's easy to finally, you know, have some bad actors and go after that person. Yeah. And so the reason why Bitcoin kept working and they couldn't stop it was because that you couldn't see the person, you couldn't see the address, you couldn't see the name on top of it. So like, you know, even now it's like, yeah, I have, you know, Robness accounts and stuff, but I choose that, you know, because you know, I want to have a, you know, art career or just a creative career in the NFT space, and I don't mind being doxxed in that way. But I do know, like in the back of my heart, that like it's like that's the anonymity factor is actually the most powerful aspect of the whole thing. And for anybody that says otherwise, they just weren't here to watch the network grow. Because like most of the Bitcoin maxis are from a different time. They're from older times, and that's why they're very like annoying to listen to, and they're freaking. I mean, they say the same shit over and over. The only reason why I'm annoyed by them so much is because they can't accept like the very thing we're looking at. Like, look, like humans like to enjoy things. This is an NFT. People like to enjoy this. Like they can't understand that because they're looking at meme charts for too long. You know, I mean, honestly, I almost feel bad for some of the Bitcoin people because they've been looking at price charts for the last like 5 years and they missed out on the party. You know, and and look at the Bitcoin events now. They're kind of just degrading. You know, like every year in and out. Like they're just kind of just like they're having like what talks about. How negativity is like a good thing and this and that. It's like it's ridiculous, you know. It's so, but like yeah, I mean the anonymous thing is the most important, honestly. And I don't know when it comes to like, you know, all these like projects coming out and this and that, and you have all these Web 2.0 guys coming in and saying, oh yeah, we need compliance. It's like no, shut the fuck up. Like for one, you don't even have like a strong backbone to even fight this thing. Or else you would have been here a long time ago. We would have been picked up on it or whatever. Because they probably already knew about Bitcoin back in the day, but they were just too scared to get in. You know, it's like, oh, I don't want to be associated with that because it's like, you know, terrorist coin or whatever. And now it's okay to come in. So it's like Normieville. But yeah, like you have all these like, you know, I mean, I hate to say it, but like the Moonbird era, you know, like all these Web 2.0 coming, and they got zero spines. They're not going to go against the government. They're going to like literally take it up the ass. And so, but yeah, I hate to get all serious here, but that's what we need is like we need more people to be like resistant to that, because once everybody's resistant to it and not willing to sell, they can't do shit, you know. And even if they did try to do shit, like what are they going to do? Like everybody's like got their own computer and got their own wallets. Like you can't seize everybody's funds. So I don't know.
Yeah. Well, no, and it's okay to get serious because there is a serious undertone to, you know, trash the SEC. Like when you first brought it up in DMs, it was because you're like, man, everyone's bummed out. There's a lot of bullshit happening. Like, let's bring people together to like blow off some steam and have some fun, and then also like highlight this issue because I mean, that's really like as artists, that's what we can do.
Yeah.
Like we aren't the coders, like you pointed out, and we aren't the policymakers, but we can be the critics and we can be the ones to like tell our each individual perspective of our stories of like what's happening. And like I don't know, there's power in that. And there's power to change in that. Like we've seen like how in the space in crypto itself, like how if a few artists come together over time and time again, like a lot of change can happen like very quickly. And it's just like I just see it as another step of that. Like we come together, we each share our different perspective and our feelings on it, and something will happen from it. Whether it's just we're exchanging ideas with each other so we can like get an idea of like what our colleagues are even thinking about as artists, or it's like I know there's other people watching what we're doing, like all like between me, you, and Max, and like some of the other like Wondermundo and other artists in on this. Like we all have enough people watching us, and then if we highlight the people who maybe don't have as like the many eyes on them or whatever, and it's like that each time it gets another perspective of like what's going on out there. So yeah. And when you were like going through stuff, Andalou, I wanted to say Sabato's piece, like is like one of my favorites.
Which one?
It's
was it before?
I think it's back a page. Yeah, I just didn't want to interrupt Rob to like say that. I think it's back another page, but it's like the blue with yellow. I'm like pointing at my screen, like you can see it. If you go down the third row and third one in.
third row. No, this
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one. I,
Yeah.
I love the shininess on the trash can
Yeah.
too. It's a good
Yeah.
one. I always love that effect too.
Yeah, he uses an
Well,
Amiga.
Yeah.
I wish I could figure out how to emulate that effect, but I don't know if there's a good way. I love it.
I think it's just like later pixel art, to be honest.
Yeah. There's certain things with the Amiga though that like the way you can like do stuff in there, it's like specific to like using an Amiga, which is why his art is so special.
I'll check it out.
Yeah. He was in the Sotheby show with me and everyone.
Oh, this is the goose. It's a tribute to the goose. So fun. Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Is that the goose before the goose?
It's the goose before it got eaten by the computer.
Yeah.
Very good pixel artist, man. These are the creative ones. Does he have specific collections?
But yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's going back to that a little bit. You know, so it went from Coinbase wanting to be compliant and trying to follow all the rules to Coinbase now like releasing, advertisements saying, screw the man, like.
Well, I mean that shows also like we were talking about how the like SEC was like being weird about even registering them or whatever. I don't understand all of it, but then all of a sudden all these like big like they FUD crypto really bad, and then all these big companies are coming in and announcing now that they're going to try to have their own exchanges and stuff. And it's just like I think it's like you get to a point, it's like I'm trying to work with you, like you try to build that bridge with these policymakers,
Yeah.
and then they're playing their game. They're not interested in like helping build a new thing. They just want to solidify what they already have stake in. Like that's all they care about. And so I think it comes to a point where you have to just be like, well, the policymakers aren't even thinking about making policy for the people or for like the betterment of the economy. They're just thinking about making policy for themselves, and you have to say fuck them.
Yeah.
Like there has to be a point, even like as a major company, you have to be like, no, fuck you. Like this is not right. And I don't know. I hope Coinbase uses more of its resources to keep pushing it.
Yeah, I mean, what I'm hoping is, I mean, I'm just hoping that, I mean, there's always going to be corruption, like it's just a human nature. But it would be nice as like this would be like the last of the guard of the old world. This is like the last like desperation move to try to retain all their wealth, and then at least the crypto people, before they get corrupted in 100 years from now, like they could actually like have some morals and stuff, and actually say, hey, it's better if everybody around the world has some money to live and be creative and follow their pursuits, instead of trying to strangle the world and just have like a just a very minute few of people being able to run $200 million yachts around. I mean, they're nice, but I think it's a lot nicer when the entire world is partying, rather than you're on your boat and everybody else is fucking trying to fucking eat. You know what I mean?
I agree.
It's so funny. My buddy like kind of lives like by the marina over here, and like that Walmart boat showed up, that Walmart yacht, this like that ridiculous super yacht. That thing is like ridiculous, man. Like I just don't even. It's just that's a whole nother world, man. But still, like I don't know. I mean, when you're up in that tier of living, I don't know. Humans can forget things really easily. I've noticed. It's like, and I hate to say it, but there's some parts of me too, like that. I mean, it's just year after year. You get in your mode of living, and you kind of forget some of the struggles you've gone through. And like half the time, I just have to remind myself. It's like, listen, man, you were dunking yourself in fucking beach water to fucking stay clean and try to do normal functioning adult. And sometimes I forget, like things are, they're
Well,
good. Take care of my family now and stuff. And it's nice, but it's like, it's a battle for me. And I can only imagine being, on a level where you just don't even, your life is like totally different. And then, after a couple of years, you get used to that and you can't even look at somebody on the street the same way anymore. It's like weird, but I don't know. It's not me being compassionate towards like super, super rich people, but I do understand like the kind of the human condition of how you can forget things, and you have to constantly remind yourself of those things. So
I don't know. I have compassion towards them. And that gets me in trouble with my friends a lot because I am a radical person and I do like want change. And there are points where I'm like, yeah, let's just eat the rich. But it's still like they're humans. And it's like one of those conflicts in me where it's like, I don't want to hold hate in my heart for anyone. And even though they are the ones like doing a lot of the bullshit that's like fucking the world up, it's like we're all still participating in it too. Like we're still like upholding their power as individuals. And like just blaming, like to me it's like just blaming them completely is sloughing, A, giving them more power, and B, like sloughing any personal responsibility that a person could feel towards actually changing it. And like I do know rich people who are suffering a lot. I'm not going to name names, but I had one person who literally just paid me to talk to them. Like nothing weird or sexual, just paid me to talk to them because they had no friends.
Right. Yeah.
And they had no one they could trust. Yeah. And like they would tell me all the time, like they were jealous how people just wanted to be friends with me and just liked me. And like I'm like, that's something like I never even, like sometimes I get lonely and like I feel like there's no one, but at the end of the day, I know I have a vast social network. Yeah. And like, I have a lot of people in my life, like all over. And that was like a thing that I just, after I left my mom, it was like a huge thing for me to make sure I always had people because I'm like just scared of being alone because I disowned my family. But for him, it was like, his money isolated him so much. His actions to get the money isolated him so much that like, and it's like, it's not necessarily being like, oh, poor him, but I do have compassion for it because it's like, at some point, like you do step back and you realize I fucked up. Like I like hurt a lot of people. I like, took from a lot of people and now I'm completely alone with just fat stacks of money. And some people are okay with that, but most people aren't when they get to that point. And it's weird because in my life, it's like, he's not the only one. Like I have people who are like that like they feel like they just like feel like they can talk to me about it because I'm not putting up that hate and judgment, even though I'm still coming from poverty, but I have that little bit of compassion to be like, I get it. Like you're suffering. Suffering is suffering no matter what it is. And it's like, you may have brought it on yourself.
Yeah.
But it's still suffering.
Yeah. That's the way I look at it too. Like if you're suffering up here and this thing is trying to tell you want to jump off a cliff, that's like a problem.
Yeah. It doesn't matter how much money you have. It doesn't.
Yeah.
At all.
Totally on board with that because, no, man. I mean, if you can't control this guy up here, you're basically in a like nonstop bus with no driver, and you're just sitting in passenger and you're letting this thing just go in every which way direction.
Yeah.
And no money in the world can actually pay for you to get a driver in there because you got to work on that yourself, And I don't know, me personally, like I had my own issues and stuff, but I mean, I started taking up meditation. I wanted to know what was up with this guy. I mean, I've off and on, and I swear, I think I've been one of those like closet meditators, like I'd be like during band practice when all the band goes away and like I had the place to myself, I'd practice meditation for like an hour and try to just like investigate the mind and like how do thoughts manifest and why do I think like this and all the time and why am I negative and this and that. And you just realize that you're like, oh man, I'm just like playing the same record over and over, but it's hard to turn the record off.
It is.
It's like some like phone addiction too. It's like sometimes like you'll be doom scrolling and then you finally catch yourself doom scrolling. It's the same thing. It's like if you have a bad thought pattern, it's hard to stop yourself, but you get better at it, I guess, the more you practice. I really should be practicing a lot more. I've been taking it up a little bit more as of late, but yeah, I think it's important for people, but yeah, like no money in the world can fix that problem,
No.
But yeah, I mean, just rich people doing dumb things and being very selfish. That's all. If they just cut a smidgen of their selfishness, just a little bit, would do immense change to the world. Just a little bit. And I mean, I'm not asking, hey, dump all your, like that's nobody's going to do that, but like just a little bit, and see how much the world actually looks a lot better. I hate to say it, but it's the truth.
Well, baseline, it's just like, I don't think people should have yachts until everyone has food. It's like no yachts or private jets until everyone has food in a house.
The no yacht.
And then you can have your yachts and private jets again. Like, we just need to ground them.
Right, yeah. Just, and then all of a sudden they go, you know what? Actually, we really kind of didn't need those things. It's a lot better having everybody happy around. I can walk everywhere.
Yeah, and instead of having millions of people wanting us dead because we're exploiting them.
Yeah, well, see, that's interesting you brought that up because, oh, by the way, I don't know the format of where we're supposed to go with this convo, so I just sorry if I took off on a different direction. But here's another thing too. It's like, okay, so usually like people that don't have money, they kind of aspire to people have money because they have things, right? So that's like a desire that people have. It's like, okay, well, that guy's got the private jet, so I want a private jet, or that guy's got the yacht, or so and so has this, or so and it's like, okay, I get that. I understand why that happens. People get materialistic. It's comparative. They compare their lives to somebody else. So if it changed where all of a sudden like people with like serious amounts of money like did a lot of like things that helped large communities and large cities turn out and turn differently. For example, like a lot of like cities are going to shit right now. I mean, like LA, San Francisco, you name it. Like, I mean, there are for lease signs everywhere around here. People are, it just economically, it's shit. And if you saw some people actually let's start to like switch it around and say, listen, we're all going to get together here. We're going to fix the city up. And all of a sudden the city starts flourishing, it's like, okay, well then now those people that were looking at those people, like, I want that. Now what do they want? Now it's completely shifted. It's like, oh, now maybe the respectable thing to do because this person's doing very well is to help grow the entire city and make this even better than what it is. So it's like the goals have shifted from what you want to get for wealth, Yeah. So I don't know.
Well, it's totally that. It's like if they flex instead of their cars and huge mansions and their latest clothes, just all the things, all the expendable things that they put a lot of money into. It's like if they flexed, like, I've fed this many people last year, and that was like the social status thing. Like, that's the thing with social status things is we as humans completely decide what they are, and we're just still in lizard brain where we're like, ooh, shiny things. Shiny is status. And it's like, I remember, I mean, this is a total tangent, and I brought this up. I think I've told you this before, but it was like when I was tripping in Joshua Tree, the crows were talking to me, and they literally were just like, you humans are no better than us. Like, you're just about the shiny things.
Shiny things.
Yeah. And I was like, damn, you're right. Like, I mean, I knew it, but then when like you're deep in a shroom trip in Joshua Trees and the crows are telling you that, it's a different understanding of like,
I mean,
okay.
From the first time I ever did this stuff, it's like, I mean, you get it immediately,
Yeah.
And it's like, I mean, they're right. Because I don't know, it's weird because we got this like whole obsession of how we're the smartest beings on the planet. We dominate the just like the entire animal kingdom, right? but essentially we're weak too, though. You know, like we were lucky to be able to manipulate matter in other ways, but I don't know. There's intelligences in everything, and in my opinion, you know, like we'll never know how to smell like a dog, you know, like we'll never know how. I mean, they say they you know their sight is smell. I mean, imagine that. Like, it's just crazy that I don't know. I got over the fact that we're the smartest in the animal kingdom. It's like, no, I mean, if we were so smart, then we would actually like be able to like have the entire world like in harmony, have the entire animal kingdom in harmony. And they do their shit. They got to go hunt. They kill themselves. They got to eat and everything to do that. But if we're so smart, we should be able to avoid all of that entirely. It's funny. I was walking down the road like the other day, and I was actually kind of thinking like how cities would look without roads, you know, like how a city would actually be without roads completely. Like our travel has gone so into the future that we don't even need roads now, right? So what do you do with all this tar? You remove it, right? But how do the cities look after that? It's like we would probably be a bunch of like, you know, we'd be manicuring nature pretty much, you know. It's just kind of like a weird thought, but I just was, you know, that seems like more in accordance with the natural law of the earth than, you know, sticking tar everywhere and covering up everything like a Band-Aid or like an elastic band with just tar all over the planet. So I don't know, just a weird thought, but I think we'll get there, you know, but it's just, you know, just right now it's me thinking about it, I guess. I don't know. Tangent.
Dreaming of a better future.
Yeah,
like think of how much more pleasant it would be if you're walking down a street and it's shaded with like a nice row of trees and there's all these cute little animals around and like there's flowers and bees and just people being happy because they're not in a cement wasteland.
Yeah, maybe jetpacks.
Yeah.
Everyone starts using jetpacks. So like, we don't need streets anymore. Like, I can land right in front of your house. This, you know, I might flatten your lawn a little bit, but but I mean, yeah, I don't know. It's funny though. I was just thinking about how, like, you know, how cities are constructed and they're designed, and how roads are extremely necessary, obviously, for transportation. But like, once we don't need that, then what? It's interesting, but. So what's going on, Vandello? How's the piece going?
I think it's ready. I'm figuring out the minting process, but here it is. Let me put the audio up. Let's check it out.
Sounds legit, man. To the moon, baby. I have to stop this. Unacceptable. Time to retire.
Clean,
Nice.
easy.
I love it.
Yeah, it's like a nightmare. I had one.
Yeah.
Well, it was
I
fun
love
for
your
me.
voice on it. It like cracks me up so hard. Him with the like.
If I had more time, I
Italian
would have loved to like make an AI sample of his voice. But you know what? I was like, let's low effort this. Let's fucking.
I know. Yeah.
No, I love it. I love it.
So now here, I'm gonna try and mint it. Okay. So maybe we don't have to check the whole minting process. I'll do this in the background. But guys, thank you so much for passing through. I think it was quite a long live. It's like 1 hour and 15 minutes.
I know that was the quickest 2 hours. Damn. Shoot, I need to go ban some more work.
2 hours of bad stretching and
if Max would have gotten in here, we'd still be talking.
Yeah.
Like just like we'll go for like hours when it's us three, but yeah.
Well, good talking to you guys, and we'll be keeping it going on there. But just want to say love you guys, and hell yeah,
100%.
Well, I don't know.
Yeah, we always have to level up the test.
I'm bad at goodbyes, so just deal with it.
You have to get back to your new job.
Yeah, I know. I gotta get paid. Where's my
No,
BlackRock check?
I appreciate both of you. Love both of you. Thank you.
And everybody that's watching this, love you guys
If
too.
anyone is,
Yeah.
hi, bye.
All right, y'all.
I'll make some clips, guys.
Bye.
Yeah.